We are heading to a map 3 after an incredible second half of Valorant there from FUT. Means that we will see Haven here today in elimination. I am your host, Yingso, and I'm back here with Uri and CNED with a very, very animated Gaius. CNED, you've been there. You know, what do you think Gaius could be talking about? I mean, they won that map, so is that out of passion? He's happy, or is that angry, Gaius?
I think he's passionate. You know, he knew like they had to close the map before, so probably he's between mad and happy. You know, like about the situation probably.
I feel like you can never tell with Gaius.
Yeah.
Sometimes I look at him like, are you mad? Are you happy? It doesn't matter because they won that map. But the question is, Uri, Team Liquid, it was theirs. They should have won. What happened?
They threw so many rounds. I have that impression. 4v2s, 5v4s, and I don't know exactly why they did it, but they used to pick alone, one by one, and that made FUT get some rounds that they should never get. So I think that it's true that FUT improved in defense, but I think that the most problem was the Liquid throwing the rounds.
Yeah, I mean, especially in situations where you're 10-10.
Yeah.
You do not want to be losing, like you said, 5v4s, 4v2s in that situation. But also, we have this round here where it was an eco round out of FUT. And this, for me, is kind of maybe the round that brought some life back in this team, into this team, CNED, because what was going on this site in the end was just crazy. Maybe the comms might be a bit hectic for Liquid, but this is probably the round that gave him a chance.
Yeah, like Zeus get a really good entry on short on nats, and then probably told the team to like no one is A, and like FUT went to instantly stack to B, and yeah, they make a really good a good round. And they like steal the eco.
I mean, without this round, maybe things would have been a little bit different. And also without Zeus, there were times where maybe we thought, he might have been a bit too aggressive. But on the whole, though, Uri, compared to map 1 especially, it felt like he was more comfortable on the raise, and he had a lot of great impact for his team.
And that's what I wanted from FUT. Aggression from the defense, closing the map and letting get a +1 on the other sides. They did it in most of the rounds. They used to play alone, maybe shows with the ult. I don't know if that was the last round or the previous round, but that was what I wanted from FUT on defense, and they did it in this map.
Yeah, and he was getting away with some like stupid stuff. CNED, I feel like this is the way of the Turkish duelist, right? You could get away with a lot of crazy things.
Yeah, like if you have good aim, you can just like in for example, 1 versus 2 situation, you have to people in front of you, and you just one tap both of them, and you get away, and you move on.
Yeah, you just be like, okay, I got that. It doesn't matter. There were a couple of times, like I said, maybe he was a little bit too aggressive, but it was better, a way better, more improvement, right? From the first map we saw. This is where I'm going to be a little bit worried, because when you lose a map like the way that Liquid have just done, it doesn't really matter what is coming up next, because mentally, CNED, how do you recover from that? How do you really forget about the fact that you could have won that 2-0?
Yeah, like it will be pressure on Liquid, I think, in the last map, because of, as you said, like in the second map, they will just close the game and close the round, and in the FUT case, like they will just 2-0, like.
Oh, you think FUT are gonna win now?
Yeah, like I don't want to say FUT gonna win 100%, but I think FUT has more chance for the last map, I will believe.
I had the chance to interview Nats 2 weeks ago, and one of the things he told me was that he was trying to be a better leadership inside and outside the game. And I think this is the moment he has to take this role, the leader, and take the mood to take the win. I think he will do it.
Yeah, and we're looking at him right now. He is talking. He likes to do this. He likes to give them like pep talks. We've seen them do it many, many times. But I think you made a fantastic point, because if it's anybody that has been in this position before and managed to win, it is Nats. He's been doing this for years and years and years, so that it should be okay. But let's talk about this Haven, because that will be the third map. We've seen it from Team Liquid already, albeit it was against Apex. You know, I don't know how much we read into that, but we haven't seen it from FUT. CNED, do you want to leak anything?
To be honest, we never liked Heaven. Yeah, so maybe something changed, but like in the previous, I will say we were not fan of Haven, to be honest.
Yeah, you rarely play it, I feel like. Last year, almost never.
Yeah.
This year, definitely haven't so far. But in the off-season, you know, we saw some Neon. We saw going back to the KO as well, and so on and so forth. So I'm excited to see comp-wise here. But the Tejo, though, on the side of Liquid, that was nice.
I loved how they played the Haven against Apex. The comp with Tejo and Breach, they combined extremely well. And if they played the same they did against Apex, I really think Team Liquid can win. If FUT has any chance, I think it's because they counter-strat that.
Oh, okay, so they saw what they were doing on the defense.
Yeah.
They maybe not go A as often, dodge the Tejo stuff. And also, I do wonder, as we take a look at the agent select, how much...
Do you expect KO? Sorry for interrupting.
Oh, that's all right. A KO?
Do you expect KO?
Oh, I
from
expect
FUT?
KO. I fully expect KO. And there we go. That is a KO. We are going to get Zeus back on that Yoru here. But here's the thing, though. Not having an AWP on Haven, it's going to be a little bit rough, right?
Yeah, I think so. Like, if Zeus or, I don't know, maybe Mr. Fallen can take off. But if they don't play, it can be trouble for FUT, because in this map, I think Operator is really like one of the powerful maps you should play.
And maybe people think I'm a hater, but once again, it's true that on Bind we said that KO as an only initiator is not good enough, or can be better combined with another initiator. But on Haven, playing with Breach, I don't like that. You don't have any initiator with information, and if you have to retake sites like A, that it's so hard to retake it, only with the KO knife, it's so hard to retake it. You don't have any information from where are they playing.
I wonder how much that is going to fall onto Zeus now, right? They're going to be able to kind of use him a little bit to bait out some information. I think the ults from Zeus combined with Mr. Farland is going to be really nice as well. But this is it. The winner will be moving on to tomorrow's lower bracket final, and the loser, Pansy and Mini, will be eliminated from Kickoff.
It felt like you called us a loser there, Yinzu. Hurt my feelings, but you are right. There can only be one going forward, and there's now one more map to play on. Team Liquid with a great start, right? Abyss looked great, Bind super close, but FUT out of nowhere suddenly turned up to play. With all faults and all, it didn't matter, they were there. Now looking at this one, Mini, with life on the line, do you still see the same faults that we were worried about in map 2 reoccurring here, or were they still fine?
For FUT or Team Liquid?
FUT.
For FUT, I mean, compositionally, we see off the bat, I agree with Yuri that this is typical FUT behavior where they don't play with a recon agent, they don't have those drones, and it works for them to a certain extent. Okay. But there are issues. They're going to have to contact almost everything.
I'm getting nervous, the lack of corners we're checking today. I'm nervous.
Liquid running the exact same pistol they ran last time, so FUT may have a read on this, knowing the C side's going to be weak.
It does feel like that, doesn't it? Now, they still have to get to it, but Yenajay slicing right through the middle. Takes away Paditech from the equation, adds so much paranoia. They're completely enamored with the idea of trying to clear towards him, but he's now got problems on plenty of fronts, but he's still doing so well! Great work from Yenajay. That is a dreamy flank from him. Now we're down to Camo, Nats, and Kiko. Disadvantage in the numbers on that slow crawl around the map. Okay, nice from Kiko there towards Cracks. Clears out backside. Nat's now moving forward, but catches the flash too. It's down to Camo in a 1v3. And the reposition feels like it's a checkmate on this one, and it is. FUT with the first here in map 3.
Yeah, lovely round from Yataja. I thought the second attempt was a little bit aggressive, but if he's hitting those shots, then he's hitting those shots.
Got to call up your own number sometimes, and on this one, he certainly got it right there. Lovely from him. What a start. And you said it's similar round, though, that Liquid have run before on these pistols, right? So this wouldn't be a surprise if potentially FUT were aware of what they might be doing.
Yeah, the idea was that you stack towards the A side of the map, and the Teo doing a little bit of bake towards C. They usually would drone down C, kind of pushing the attack potentially towards that stack on A, but FUT not buying it. Nice little lurk in to B for a C split.
Time to jump.
So yeah, we do have the stack here. No drone or recon to clear this out. A camera, so that's more than enough.
but they're not going to check left. Can we check our corners? I'd really love that. We've been seeing it a whole lot.
Yeah, lapse of concentration.
Oh.
If the camera dies there, you know something's up. Like, potentially.
Yeah, it feels weird, right?
But these anti-ecos aren't easy with FUT's composition. They got to make some kind of contact play at some point.
Yeah, I just wish it wasn't the play with the Phantom doing it.
I agree. I mean,
and now look at the kind of pacing on the map creep here. Kiko does have support in this as well. He's got Paditech, but the timing's everything. They could just get completely timed by YellaJ, or they get the drop on YellaJ. It's an audacious play, right? It's very risky, and it's worked out there for YellaJ. Just gets a bit better timing on it. Does he expect Paditech there too? Does it matter? Nats with the Hail Mary gets brought back down to earth. More of those, Camo, and I'm all aboard, but we're down to the 2 Sheriffs. And to be fair, YellaJ is on an island here.
Far away.
He's very far away. Now, I don't think they know that completely. If they did, probably speed up a bit here, but it's getting sketchy on the timing. It's getting very sketchy on the timing. And now our captain's gone down. YellaJ, on his absolute vacation trip, is so far out he couldn't even help them. Diffuse is there. What the hell just happened?
These arms are heavy enough.
yeah, I'm a bit confused because YellaJ winning that battle towards C I thought was going to be enough for them to hold towards that A side of the map, but not enough. I mean, yeah, like the anti-ecos need to be pristine with this composition. Not having entry util like the drones to go in and clear space means that you have to be very decisive about how you're approaching the map. And FUT weren't, to be honest with you.
Not even close.
Nice shots though.
Yeah, lovely stuff, obviously. So Zeus given a Vandal and said get to work, I guess. Everyone else down on classics. That's it. Camo. Ooh,
Nice reek there.
love that. Does get away alive still. But they're really unwilling to give up this sewer control as well.
Yeah, interesting like high-low setup. Not really seen that much on Haven before.
Kamek's curiosity peaks. Gonna get information that they're still around. So they can kind of maintain this. Again, very few drones to clear or anything to make this uncomfortable. Maybe flashes, but to invest it on this sort of corner would be very unpredictable. But Camo's got to be careful here. He is going to get all 3. I'll shut up. You know what? Okay, maybe we don't go that far. So Mr. Fallen does get a Vandal. I think that was off the body of Zeus more than anything. So try and maybe keep that one in hand. Don't know really what else he's meant to do. And Liquid looked really aware this was like a high priority for FUT. Their intention towards sewer seemed so obvious almost.
I think it's mostly how Liquid like to play with the kind of... They understand that the A side of the map is probably the most important to have numbers on.
Yeah.
It's interesting that like whether that's an idea against the composition or not, I'm not sure, but it's a nice look having those kind of high-low setups where FUT need to walk into them almost to clear them.
Curious.
Not enough time.
Nope. No. Okay. 2-1.
And for Team Liquid, as soon as they get the operator out as well, I think that's another big win condition on this map. It's a good map for it, and again, playing without, you know, Sova most of the time means that it's going to be very difficult to find Camo when he does get the op online.
Squash the last bug. Nice spot.
Okay, what's the game plan now? Now we got buys coming out. It is, I guess, an extended bonus in a weird way for Liquid, but you're looking at the amount of Vandals. It's only that one Bulldog on Paditech. So first big challenge, what do we have from Liquid? Hold on.
Oh my God.
It's caught him! The combo is
Beautiful.
so nice. I can't wait to see that on replays.
The last time Liquid played this map, the implication from Kamek in the interview post-match was that like the comp was a bit too gimmicky, and you know it might have been solved now. But when you see plays like that on the 4th round of the game, getting kills instantly,
It's so nice.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's. Oh, hello, hello, still here. What? Ooh, Camo? What? You can't let Zeus get any sort of impact like that. He just got complete carte blanche, but Kiko's still here. He's been seen. There's a heal out of place. Oh, YellaJ, quick adjustment in the end on the sidestep. And gets Ferrari peaked. Okay, Kamek Doing the old Xantares peek to the Young Turk, leaving it in a 3v2.
Yeah, and Atta Captain's reposition towards B, massive win. Like, I'd be very surprised if Liquid can find this and FUT in a very good position to win this one out.
God, especially with that smoke. It's just almost endless, isn't it? Not sure what else you can do. It looks like the timing here from Atta Captain is very nice as well. Yeah, this is lovely. Ooh, it's okay. It's okay. Everything's good here. Padatek, he knows he's out of time, really. Picking maybe the best fight he could have if he can even get to him. He's still got the Bulldog as well. Yeah, Padatek's just drifted into the crosshairs. Excellent round from FUT. And I'm surprised that Zeus got so much freedom on that. And here's the start of it. So there's the stun coming through.
That's a nice little breach tail ranked combo.
Oh, he almost got two of them as well. If Atta Captain couldn't have TP'd there, that could have been two off the rip.
That is the power of the breach and the tail. I'm going to keep banging on about it, but the breach tail, I think, is the absolute correct read right now in this meta, and I don't think there's enough teams running it, and I think Team Liquid are onto something. They maybe didn't get it enough of the map pool for my liking, but, you know, good start. But yeah, the heroics from Zeus there was everything. It's unfortunate, like, it felt a bit unlucky.
It's, yeah, curious. Anyway, we focus on this one because Zeus, speak his name, the Paranoia went in. He's got support on this. He is not alone. A quick little pop flash through the smoke, and Nats has been noted. No getting away from it. And he still wants more. Camo trying to get in on this one and deny it from spiraling out of control, but it may be too little too late. But a 3v3, not impossible, but the spike is on the site. Tricky situation if he gets left alone. Big flash coming in, but no one able to work off it. And Padatek's curiosity is peaking. And the timing is gorgeous from him. And he gets away. They've now got the spike down on the site. They don't know about Yenache! You can't forget about him. Messy rounds. Small lines being available for these players to slip through. Bringing it back into the hands of FUT here. Waiting for Kamek trying to make a play. The knife is probably going to find him. I don't know if he slipped away far enough. They're creeping back, trying to find a secure plant here. And Kamek gonna catch one. Spots cracks. He's still got util here. Forehand of util. Can he displace them enough? Goes to the tap, trying to force the hand here. Force the swing. Lovely from Kamek. Needs more though. 8 more bullets and a quick little shoulder. Yenache trying to play the game, trying to keep quick and light on his feet here. And that's it. Bullets now done. Yenache low. Kamek's got time to get half on this one. Yenache is now in a really tough predicament here. What does he do? He's got to stand. He's got to go for a swing on this one. Kamek toys with him in time. And now the defuse there. A real battle of the minds between the two.
I mean, a pretty funny 1v1, but Kamek's played it well. I think Cracks with the jump peak, I think it was, in the 2v1 was the big blunder there, in my opinion. A little bit too wide, or he just kind of, it looked like he kind of expected the double swing or something. It wasn't pretty.
No.
Zeus with individual heroics at the start of the round again.
I honestly thought with Zeus doing that, that was kind of
I
wrapped
thought
up.
that was it.
But Padatek finding this one, that third kill.
They lost the back of the, sorry. FUT lost the back of the site with Zeus's death and didn't kind of consolidate that space quick enough, in my opinion. Post plants on this map, you need those backside control on both A and C. Nice little pop flash garage take. The creativity is needed when you don't have those drones. It is there for FUT.
Should be 2 players caught on that. Now they don't know, obviously, about Padatek over here as well. He was tucked towards the back of Plat there, but
it's all a
they
little
don't
bit
like.
ruse.
Yeah.
And TL don't have any information on the A side of the map.
That's huge. Well,
So this is looking good for FUT.
Camo's on a flutter. They have no idea how close it. Why do I feel like Camo's just going to absolutely rip him apart, though? He's around the corner. He's going to hear all this, see all this. He now knows it, going to call it. And there he is. He's going to find one. But he is in trouble up here. Kiko's gone down, and now Camo's left on an island. He's got problems aplenty. FUT have flooded the site. And a bounding Cracks comes on through. Gets the operator only for a second. Kamek with a quick trade. It's a 3v2. It's certainly not secure, though. Olin's going to get that operator, and a captain's got the Vandal as well. That plant isn't comfortable yet. It's all about timing now.
The breach ult is online for Fallen.
Do you go for it though? You got the util run through. Now he is. He's focused it towards that CT side at the same time. Nats goes for the drop, but now down out of captain as Mr. Fallen fell. Leaving Panatek and Kamek to try and work together. Speaking of together, they just about get it. I thought there was a moment they almost lined up.
I think Kamek did the cosmetic stun headshot there. I think that
Probably.
literally made the round.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I do have to be a bit critical of Liquid setup here though. Playing a Jet operator so defensive on A on top sewers box against an eco? Like, why are we not getting a deep line? Like, that is 101 Haven. Getting that Jet on a deep line, on an anti-eco, let's put space between us. A bit confused by the setup there from Liquid, but all good in the end.
Cosmetic.
It was cosmetic.
Yeah. Oh. 4-2. It's 2 rounds now for Liquid. It was a close round, but at this point you're just going to start taking those rounds on. You're not questioning how you get them.
Seems like Liquid had like a trap idea here where if FUT made any presence towards A, ready to, here you see, not going to catch anything, but Liquid have all the information on the A side of the map now, but FUT are going to be quicker towards the C side of the map. Expect a 5v5 retake in my opinion. Unless Nats is ahead of the smoke with the operator.
What do you know about Nats with an op? What do you know about this guy? Okay, the paranoia, but it's given them time, I guess, for the res. That's pretty nice. Plant's now in 5v5 in a oh, what do you know about Nats and that operator? Just pinning Zeus, what looked like straight through smoke, but that knife I think caught about all 4 players, if not 5 on that. So that's going to slow the roll down here. Plenty of util still to play with. Double stack towards Garage in the post. Util being sent in to clear these corners, but they're playing on site. Yet Jay's unrelenting. He's not going to fall back nor respect you. But stunned up this time, it's not cosmetic. That's made it tricky. Cracks now wants in. Ult's being sent through. It's getting messy. Fallen and out of captain. The last 2 alive here. And they've got to stop Panatek. Someone has to stop him. And Nats says no!
I mean, the Nats up this kickoff has been phenomenal. I loved the adaptation from Liquid, having that A side set up, but having that presence of the op on the other side of the map. Like, when you talk about like strong side, weak side theory, you're thinking, oh, 3 on one, 2 on the other.
Yeah.
But your weak side, when it has an operator on it, and Nats with an operator on
Apparently.
it can become your strong side.
Yep.
Footballers were curious. It's almost like they were very scared of the Teo salvos on that retake. They weren't playing in the positions where the Teo salvos came in, and were in a very... It kind of forced them into a very strange post plan. So that might be something to look out for, especially on that C side of the map, where it's not too hard to retake.
Stun.
Yeah, another re-clear here from Liquid.
They've made so much progress through towards Garage, though. And the smoke kind of giving away a bit of the game, but that spike still sat towards B. It's going to be, I mean, Kiko's here, Panatek's here, and they're just cornered, but out of captain, still going to get Panatek down. That's a recoverable weapon, potentially. And that's, Jesus wept, that felt like it was almost fated. Camo's time, oh my god, the timing in this round! It's doing my head in. But Kamek's got that one. Apparently, Mr. Fallen just ragdolling backwards. But, okay, what do we have in the post plant? Not much, and they're still a bit paranoid about this position because that earlier contact. And the captain's doing really well to kind of keep... oh my god, what is going on? That round was horrific.
Sorry. Yeah, it was quite messy. Yeah. I mean, it looked like Liquid conceded space where they were comfortable to do so. But it still gets messy when, you know, you got attackers almost approaching onto your spawn, to be honest with you. But
yeah, the whole thing with the timing just felt like mad, as we had the moment with Nats there. We had, who was it as well? Was it Camo, I think? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nats is actually filthy with this. Was this like the whole like boaster op thing? You know what I mean?
What do you mean? Well, you're not a fan of Nats?
I'm a huge fan of Nats.
Okay.
I just don't know if I always put him on the op.
I think it makes sense with the setups that Liquid are running. They're running reclears on A, where you don't want the AWP on that side of the map if you're doing these big kind of trap kind of ideas.
Okay, so like theoretically, yes, it makes sense. I still don't like Nats on an op.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
You know, still don't like Boaster on an op.
All right.
You know,
Jesus.
give it over to Camo.
But then Camo can't do the trap on A.
Camo will be fine.
Okay.
It'll be great.
All right, coach.
What are you worried about?
Okay.
Just you wait and see. Can't believe you hate Camo.
I think Camo's very good with the ult. I said it's a win condition for them this game. I just think that when you've got a very specific idea to run, you know, you put the ult. It's like what your favorite coach does sometimes, and put in the Sentinel.
Who's my favorite coach?
The Potter.
Who won the award?
Potter.
Yeah. Who wasn't nominated? I still love that. That is like my greatest fact ever to have. But that aside, we focus in on the game. So, 6-2. We have the op back in the hands of Camo, but you can see already he's in an adjusted position. So popping him over there, we're going to see the little switch with Nat back over towards A. But it's really on FUT now. I need to see them demonstrate a little bit more capability here. These rounds have been close, they've been pretty interesting, but you're looking at the scoreline, this game is getting away from them. This is more than just another game of Haven. This is the chance to stay alive.
Yeah, and I like the idea from TL here, doing a little bit of the A conditioning, and behind it we have the Cypher setup, so going to be unexpected.
Look at this from Camo. Ooh, hold on. Again, he's those windows of timing, he's been seen. If he'd caught that one player, that would have been spike dropped. That could have been a huge impact. He's fallen away. Fortunately for him, FUT didn't pass through garage towards C yet.
It seems like FUT have a bit of a game plan towards this deep garage position. They've got onto B for free.
Certainly have. And Zeus trying to follow up on that clone here. Tries to find one in the corner, and Kamek outdances him on the steps. Cracks want to do the same thing, just buying time for the plant to come in. And you got to look at the lurk as well.
Yeah. Yetadj here is going to be everything. It's open plant for him too, so he doesn't need to go too fast.
He's got to get that timing right, because the pressure's going to come back in. He can't go too early, he can't go too late, but right now he's going to be under pressure. And now the information coming on in. He's got nuclear! Yetadj, when they needed him, he was there. But he's still got to keep going. It's still, he does, 4 big kills. And now all down there, and a captain. Oh my God. I don't want to say a thing. Oh, that was so damn close. Woof, and a captain just about.
And footballers are making these rounds really awkward with this kind of deep garage default, and then they even like walked on to B with a lurk on A. Like they... TL are conceding a lot of map control right now against a composition that is not easy to take this map control.
And I get nervous when I see that, because you've got then kind of Camo pushing down on that C-long approach, which I like with the op, don't get me wrong. I actually like what he was doing with it, but if he finds nothing, or if he does get pressured, and they've already given up garage control, that man's dead. There's no getting out of it, even on the jet. There's nothing more to be done, so TP. Uh-oh.
No, not again.
It was a little too readable on that one.
That's two times now this series where we've seen the Omen ult just being instant 4v5 for FUT.
Camo has been found, and this is the... Oh! You get Kamek! That's not even the player you were going for! But then Cracks in the layering comes through and going to catch out every single player. That is the beauty of this composition in motion.
Yeah, the layers have been really nice. Even there with Yetadj and Garage, like just another layer. Like the opening was a little bit weird for FUT, but the finishes always seem pretty good. Very difficult retake here. Liquid don't have any smokes, gonna have to find kills.
Oh, the timing's good on that one, but still trying to disrupt 3 players down long is super difficult. On the flat, yeah, didn't even get half on that one. That's the frustration here. It's so much they can put to this. So many bodies that can just swing out time after time. You've got to feel this was what they needed here. FUT investing a lot, but it was so valuable. Again, that ult coming off the back of Zeus. And then you're going to have so much more with the fact of Mr. Fall in there with the stun coming in. Perfectly done.
Yeah, it seems like the timeout's been working wonders for FUT here. I think that Team Liquid have seemed to adapt with like a Cypher A setup, and it feels the right moment now to take a timeout, because this Cypher A setup isn't really doing anything for us right now. I'd like to see Liquid punish this garage default we see from Footballist. Footballist? It's FUT esports now, right? But yeah, my bad. I'm from the old school when they were Footballist.
I can tell you off now.
Yeah. They like me. I think they like me. They'll be fine.
I love the way you started with "they like me" and then went, "I think they like me." It was a really quick pivot. You know what I mean?
Turkish fans are okay with me.
Well, because you farm their players and then leave their full 5 rosters in pieces. Like, what is this? Like, you've been feeding them
help it
lies.
if there's good Turkish players there ready for the...
So you're going to coach a Turkish team?
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay. So, it's all hot air. Fair enough. Really putting you on the spot, of course. But 2 rounds now back-to-back for FUT, right? What have we taken away from this? I think it was good investment of the ult there in the previous one. We start to see, again, that maybe that deeper garage control needs to be addressed. I don't know how they keep getting away with that.
Yeah, I think TL are going to have to adapt to it, but it's kind of a bit obvious that now they've got to adapt to it. So I don't know if FUT will be one step ahead, potentially.
This goes here.
It looks like Team Liquid aren't going to be using that early kind of conditioning util, and it means that they've got it saved for this garage. I'll be honest, if I'm FUT here, I'm screaming. There's no salvos, there's no stun. They're setting up for a garage trap.
That's what it feels like, right? But did the knife catch? Yeah, I
Actually, just playing a very passive is almost like just a passive.
I mean, Kamek couldn't do
hold.
anything about this. The drone feels like it's found very little. This doesn't feel as impactful as I thought, but it's shown presence. Kiko playing towards that smoke
I'm
on
a bit
C.
worried for Team Liquid. If FUT do just walk into A here, and they do have the Armageddon for the retake, but okay, never mind. It feels like
King here towards that C site.
Yeah.
Maybe Yedajay on that lurk again?
Liquid are lucky that FUT didn't get the read there with that contact up ramp.
48 seconds, the knife. It should catch both. So do they assume that they're this close? Okay, now they're starting to clear their corners, but Liquid clearing the heads off their shoulders until Cracks finally gets involved in this. Needs to recover the spike. Needs to look at their options now because they've gained success towards A.
Yeah, Yatujay's finally made the read, so it's going to be a decent position for FUT getting the spike down on A, but it's going to come down to this Armageddon. Do we have like an interesting retake idea here from Team Liquid?
They seem really aware of the possibility that...
Oh.
Yeah, oh dear. Nats, what an absolute read of that. I thought he might... Could have maybe bought his time a bit more here. Denial on the plant here. Look at the time now. You're out of it. No time. No chances, Kamek. Chill. But all good in the end. Bloomin' heck, that got a bit
That
close.
was dicey. That all comes down to just Nats getting that one frag,
Yeah.
and then the Armageddon literally just being used to delay the plant. Yeah. I think FUT earlier in the round, I was surprised that they didn't get the read on A. Like, they walked so far up on that A side that I thought they'd
no resistance.
that, like, ooh, this feels a bit clear. But
Okay.
I think FUT, yeah, they made their lives a bit difficult trying to go through a C long exec with no Sova. Like, that's so
at this.
difficult.
Look at this stack. We've got 4 on A for basically both sides. We are going to have a brawl on this one if they keep going through it. An absolute biff down A long. And out of Captain takes a good chunk of damage, but somehow it's Kamek and Kiko to come up with the kills, and they ain't stopping. They're still going. Wanting to tear this score away from FUT's hands, keep as much of an advantage as they can. Yedajay. Oh, this map feels oh so small, and that spike feels so far away. But he's got nothing to do but try in this one, to try and make a go of this now. Kamek is low, 4 HP. Padatek is also low, 10. Camo and Kiko are the problems. Yedajay, if you work this one out, bloody
He's
hell.
taking his time, which means that Liquid are resetting a tiny bit, but not enough for him to... He's going to have to pull off a miracle.
And you're looking at the setup as well. Padatek and Camo kind of on that high-low. Then you have that swing from Sua's potential, or maybe Kiko gets the contact first. It's so tricky. And there's the stun. Oh my, wait, what the hell? Wait. Oh, Yenijay! It was Panitek in the end, the one to find him, who was down on 10 HP. But 8-4, this is what it's all about now, this second half. FUT only have 4 rounds to cling on to. Tournament life is on the line here. Team Liquid not too far away now, but can they close?
Red Bull gives you wings. A solid lead here for Liquid in map 3. FUT certainly not out of it yet. We've seen them come back from bigger deficits than this, but it's a pressure situation now, Mini. This is a chance to, one, stay alive, of course. And then also, Bangkok is still on the line, right? They still have to face another opponent to even have a chance at it, but it's still within touching distance.
Yeah, but 8-4 on a defensive Haven.
It's a lot.
FUT, they're going to need a pistol here. I think that as well, like, I mean, I'm going to call a comp diff here. I think the comp has been a big difference, and I think this composition should be shining a little bit more on attack. The previous game, Liquid started a bit slower on their attack, but they had some good ideas.
Look at this proactive approach, though. Camo does well to find one, but Krax was ready. Close in spacing to get the kill there. And they pivot, staying as a pack almost, it looks like, for FUT. Yeah, 3, excuse me, trailing around the map here. There's no way they expect 2 of them to be hidden in that smoke.
Oh,
actually,
smoke kill though.
What? What? Kiko, what a shot! Sorry? How the hell did Liquid just bang out all of those shots?
Yeah, I mean, FUT had complete backside control, and Kiko's had to shoot one through smoke, and it's prompted FUT to feel like they need to do something, and Kiko's punished again. Punished them again.
Yeah. And Mr. Fallen, just going through the motions, right? Don't worry, guys, I'll try my best. 1v4, that's going to be 9 rounds. I'd love to have seen it from the other perspective. I want to see Kiko's perspective here. I want to see so much from that, because I don't believe they're checking that or hitting those shots. There was a start, that's fine. This?
Yeah.
And then don't forget the follow-up.
That was a nice shot.
Yeah, bloody hell. Oh, man.
I don't think Yeftajay did, I mean, jumping up there I think is a bit of a mistake. You've got backside control, you hold on to it, you play together. But yeah, I mean, Kiko did have to hit a hell of a shot, so fair play.
That's devastating though, because it felt like it wasn't even a fight, right?
No.
It's like, okay, cool,
No.
Liquid are on 9. They're going to have, big round here. What are we meant to do? We're down on classics. I don't think there's much of a trap play they can really pull off, and already straight in towards B. I do want to see them going through the protocol list of being diligent about this. Why is there a man able to walk up and do that? Kiko's gone down, but luckily Liquid now have a good grip on the B site here, kind of reminding themselves of this. They could still get swarmed. Camo's position isn't infallible. It is strong though, as he doesn't really get any pressure combined together. A couple of isolated looks here, leaving Mr. Fallen last to try and find a way in.
And he's been caught. Team Liquid making it to 10 with ease.
Yeah, another direct anti-eco approach from Liquid, not messing around. But yeah, a little bit of a gap there, letting the player run through, but apart from that, pretty clean. Last time Liquid started their attack, they went for some very fast execs on the seed side of the map, and then slowed it down afterwards once they lost a couple. So it'll be interesting to see what adaptation they make for this game. That's a hell of a coach cam.
Yeah, he's very clippable.
I mean, even the lane back,
Yeah.
the assistant coach as well.
Solid. Okay. What do we have from Liquid? It looks
I mean, they have enough.
Bulldogs out, that Vandal on
Another
Kickoff.
direct B approach.
Straight on in. There is still a little bit of util in the way, so they're not going to have as much ease of access. But the TP, Kiko, they have no idea. With all the noise going on, they have zero clue. But this, okay, he does catch one and a follow-up. They had zero idea about this. With all the util pour on, they didn't even expect it. But it's not out of the woods just yet. There's still players here. Yeah, the J being one of them. Backside now clear. They can start working a bit faster forward, but Panatek's not going to move from the site, but maybe he should have done. Yeah, the J forcing him to leave, evicted him from the B site. Panic in the post plant, 5 seconds on that util to come back up here. Might need Nat to take over the matter, keep that spray on, keep that pressure up. And a captain, no smokes to play with here, but they're going to be doing this around the corner. There's the util coming in. Time now running low. Nat's doing what Nats does best. He might just have the time on this. Oh, he stayed alive. 14 HP, there's no time! That's gonna be 11 for Liquid! And hearts ache for FUT.
That's a disaster for FUT. They got the entries into the site after Kiko's big moment, and they're losing that 2v, was it 2v3? I mean, I was about to criticize TL for that post plant. I thought they lost too many into that site and had a very easy time to play this like off-site post, but apparently it's just Nats as needed.
Hello!
Nice! Wow. You know what that means. 11-4 now. This scoreline starting to get monstrous. You're gonna need something to bail them out here, as they're watching their tournament life dwindle in front of them.
TL too diligent to be fooled by Zeus's push down middle there. Very, it's not a bad buy for FUT. Like, they do have 2 sheriffs, but they do have enough. We've seen these rounds be converted for FUT this series already.
Okay, but Hat's just found Zeus at...
The Outlaw's too strong with these rounds sometimes.
It really is. It is incredibly powerful, but we don't check corners here. So we give FUT a chance, actually, is what we do. And yeah, Jay's going to take that with both hands. He is going to try and give them another round. Maybe a 5th just on his shoulders. 21 kills. He needs a whole lot more. Just dipped into the smoke.
Into the smoke.
Oh, that is heartbreaking for him. So close. But close is not enough. It's 12 now for Liquid, as they are so close, taking another step on this lower bracket run. They got ults, Mini. They got ults galore.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, I commented about it, like, Liquid's map pool here looking not too bad.
We had doubts about this team.
Looks decent.
But yeah, it's looking damn solid. Sadly for FUT, it feels like they've just run out of gas. A nice attempt to make a play down towards A here, keep that space, but we've seen the protocol list from Liquid. It's extensive. They don't seem to fall for any of these sort of quirkier plays too easily.
It looks like a direct mid-round as well. It doesn't look like they're going to clear out A, but that's going to work for them quite well. Straight C-split idea here looking like.
I know
The trade comes in. That's the ult now invested. Crack's trying to stick around a little bit longer, but a desperate attempt from Nat doesn't work out for him at all. So a 4v3 in favor of FUT, finally.
Breach ult fight maybe into spawn.
But the plant is here, and Kamek might be on a goer. Team Liquid taking the fight to FUT, leaving just Zeus, the young gun himself, all alone and as Team Liquid continue on the lower bracket dream run.
Yeah, I have to say I'm impressed with Liquid's map pool here. I think the veto was a little bit suspicious from FUT, but I think Liquid's map pool is looking deep enough for a best of 5 against Heretics.
And that is something we will have to explore. Hopefully the desk will spend some time on that, because Heretics, I would be a bit worried after seeing how Liquid just looked. This improvement, slow and steady, in the last couple of weeks especially. And as you said, that depth of map pool now kicking in. There is danger to this team, some real danger. But of course, we have to talk about the opponents for a moment here. FUT on the other side. We doubted them a couple of times. They've proven us wrong, but it just didn't quite have enough for map 3.
No, I think that they've got some things to look at in their map pool. Too many. They're trying to play a 7-map pool, kind of, but then too many weaknesses. And also, I think compositionally, I think meta-wise they're behind. To be honest with you, not enough Vice, and I don't think enough KO for my liking.
Well, now they have time to prepare, getting ready for stage 1, of course, maybe revitalize it, see if they can refresh how they're playing into these games. However, on the other side, Team Liquid, an incredible performance from them in my mind here. Their ability to continue to keep delivering in these sort of games, the depth we're seeing, the performances from the likes of Kickoff, has been out of this world, Mini.
Yeah, he's completely, like I said earlier, completely turned around my perceptions on him as a player. Like, I almost written him off this year as a player, and coming back looking like one of the strongest players we've got in EMEA so far.
Yeah, spot on. This team, I really love that you brought up that best of 5 discussion, because Heretics, they haven't got the best history in best of 5s. They really don't. Statistically, it's not one of the favorites, and now Liquid get to come in on a high here. Heretics on that, the bitter loss, I'm sure, but that's a conversation for tomorrow. Let's head down to the stage and hear from Yinzu and Patatek.
Thank you very much, Pansy and Mini. That's right, I'm now joined by Patatek from
Hello.
Team Liquid. First of all, we've had a chat last week as well,
Yeah.
and you said to me Polish players are better than Turkish players, and you were going to prove it. You were right. I'm sorry for doubting you. But the Polish players, they're playing very well. What's happening? What's your aim routine? What's going on? You got something new?
Nothing new, just Polish players, you know.
Okay, you have the bragging rights now, so nobody should ever
course.
doubt you again.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on, because after what happened on Bind, which I'm sure was a little bit traumatizing because it could have been a 2-0.
Yeah.
I think we were thinking maybe you would be the team that would be a bit more mentally boomed, but you didn't seem mentally affected at all. So what happened after Bind? How was the team talk backstage? What was the game plan?
I mean, we got a reprimand from our coach, you know. He put us back in the place, right? But I think the whole bind was in our control, even though we're losing like 9-5. The runs that we lost, we just kind of panicked in my eyes, you know. But it happens, you know. Those things happen on stage, so I mean, it didn't really affect us in that way. We just fully reset, and you know, third map, Heaven as our playing ground, so we are comfortable.
Are you surprised that didn't affect you at all? Because it was a really rough end to could have been a 2-0.
Nah, not surprised at all. I mean, I think our mental got better with each game, so we've kind of figured out how we should approach certain things, and I think we got the hang of it finally.
Yeah, and speaking of the way that you've managed to handle game map by map, game by game, no changes today, not as dramatic as last week. You know, we saw a lot of comps that were played. Do you feel like you guys are at a good spot now that you don't need to change anything and this is the best approach to the game?
Yes, because with the comps that we have, they are perfectly fine. I think our coaching staff is doing an amazing job, and we're just adding on top of what we have already to counter the other teams. So, you know, we are in a perfect spot, actually.
So what is the focus going for the last couple of days? Yeah.
To beat Heretics.
Okay, let's talk about this, because Runner, your former teammate, you eliminated him. Profek, your former teammate, you eliminated him. Now we have 5 of your former teammates.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, is this the real script? Is this just kind of the Paddy mission of just kicking everyone out that you used to play with?
I mean, listen, if the script is right, then it's a 3-2 or 3-0 against Heretics.
Oh, okay, no 3-1, 3-2 or 3-0.
Yeah.
Okay, why?
I mean, it's either we stomp them or it's a super close game.
Oh, okay, I can see that happening. But let's talk about Heretics, because earlier today, did you watch the game?
Yes, I watched.
Well, what was the issue, you think, for Heretics? Did you expect to be such a big stomp for Vitality?
I mean, I know that they prepared the Abyss comp, but it was kinda, I know, it was hard to play the comp from what I saw. And what was the first map? The first map was Heaven.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have won it, you know. They started coming back from like 8-4, I think, or 9-3, and they almost won it. But when they got the 10 rounds, they started losing. So, I mean, it was a really close game, and I know that they will be better after this game because they are always taking the better things out of these games. But yeah, I mean, let's see tomorrow how they prepare for us.
Do you think that the motivation of 5 of them of wanting to beat you is going to be a little bit stronger, though?
I mean, for me, I'm motivated like really hard to beat them because, you know, they're my former teammates and they're my best friends as well. So I really want to beat them, and I think they also feel the same towards me, you know.
Wow, very, very poetic. And of course, as you can see, we have a lot of fans that stayed. You know, it is late. It is late at night, and they stayed just to watch you. So you want to say something to the people?
Of course.
In the
Thank you for staying. Thank you for watching and supporting. And I'll bye to you guys. Thank you.
Aww.
Thank you so much.
Well, I hope you guys come back tomorrow because thank you very much, Paddy. This guy is going to be playing a lower final against Team Heretics. Have a lovely night, everybody, and we'll catch you here back here tomorrow.
Faked it. Durka has faked it and walked straight through! Behind enemy lines! You're diverted. And they'll look to take advantage of that chaos, but Heretics running into less! Why not? Kicks! It's huge! He's in the corner! This is the round that sends Heretics out of Haven, surely!
Yes, they are 1 map away from qualifying to Bangkok.
Come on! Round that's needed for Heretics, but a pistol win for Vitality. Maybe they needed a risk to be taken, but the reward they hoped would be found is nowhere to be seen, being run over, and it's less to do the damage. 13-1. Now, they're going into an international event not as a dark horse, as a juggernaut. Let it be said, this team, they came, they saw, they conquered, and Safe Super Team are going overseas. Back up!
Mr. Fallen wants to catch that cross, but he can't. He has to keep faith. The Zeus can still do damage. Out of bullets. Oh, and Kamek! How the hell did Panatic at the same time? Have they got this? And the only one that can save them is Yedaje now for FUT. He has everything. Oh, Panatic turns around with a big old backhand. They've got to try and pull him back. The defuse is happening. Nothing is stopping it. Nobody stopped the defuse. Oh, God, the follow-up flash, though. Fortunate that landed. Really well done, Zeus. And a captain's got a chance to absolutely break hard. Time, I think, has departed, and they've gotten away with it, but Jesus Christ, that was close. Work here, leaving him alone, waiting for that second, the third, the trigger, discipline. He can't do it, but can Nat can even deny the defuse? I don't think he can. Time now running low. Nat's doing what Nat does best. The young gun himself, all alone, as Team Liquid continue on the lower bracket dream run.
Yeah, motivated on focus. Came a long way from the lowest. Yeah, gotta get it the mindset, gotta put it in motion. This is the moment, gotta one-up my opponent. Back then they ain't noticed me, now they know it's me, I'm the chosen.